Back in 2017, I visited Alicante province for the very first time in my life. I came here with my best mate Richard. We were in search of sunshine, some good times, but most importantly, really good mountain bike trails. And boy, we found them. We were spoilt to death, we really were. There are thousands and thousands of kilometres worth of trails surrounding you in the mountains all the way down to the seaside over there. Now, because I've done this for the last couple of years, I actually know quite a lot of the trails. I don't know all of them, but I know a lot of them. And I thought it was only fair to share with you guys the information on where some of these trails are. Now, obviously, I can't show you all of them because there really are thousands of kilometres worth. But what I can do is share with you my top 10 mountain bike trails of Alicante. Biking question that I'm going to use for this is the magnificent Orbea Rise. I absolutely love this trail bike. 150mm travel at the front, 140mm at the back on 29-inch wheels with the wonderful Shimano EP801 RS motor from Orbea. That thing is a beauty. It gives me a little bit more range as well, and it's all about the rider synergy, which really matches the trails here. Ben's doing it again, isn't he? Stop talking, Ben. Let's get onto the trails. Let's get to number 10 on the list. Right behind me, it's called the Fox, up on the top of the Castellet mountain range. Brilliant trail, 10 to 15 minutes long for intermediate riders. Let's go. Start of this trail goes uphill. I know that may seem weird to get into our top 10, but it does go uphill and it's that good afterwards that it's worth it. We're going to skip past all of this. I'll see you on the downside. Seat post down, let's go. This is so entertaining through here. Oh, it's actually quite cold as well. Just link up a couple of these and then take off. Whoa! And again. Banked corners. You can boost so much on those jumps. Such good fun. It's amazing how much colder it is here than in the sunshine. So it starts to mellow out here a bit into a big opening, and we're going to take a hard right. Downshift 2. And this is where it starts to get very mountain bikey. Is that a word? I think it's a word. Lovely. Feed the bike through. Upshift 1. Gentle here. Drop the shoulder on the left hand side. Don't want to hit that tree. So in terms of pace, today I'm going to be riding at about 70%. So it's getting on with it, but I've not got knee pads on. I'm only wearing a half helmet, and I really don't fancy crashing. Right, I'm going to shut up and let you guys enjoy the views. Section 1 done. Whoa, I nearly lost the back end there. like someone's opened a new section there. We're going to drop in and hook round just like that. Lovely banked corners. Nice little rest section. Get lost there. Oh, that's some deep dust. Through the stingers. I would cut them, but I think I would be accused of affecting nature, so I'm not going to. Second rest section. Seat goes up. What a lovely day. Such a lovely trail. Like, as you can see, we're going back uphill here. I would say this trail is good for everyone, even beginners. There may be a couple of sections that you'd want to get off and walk if you're a beginner, but other than that, it's great for all the family. Another uphill. Stretch of the hands. I also advise doing this between sections on every trail. Just stretch the hands out before getting back into it. Helps with any arm pump that you might be having. I love that section. It's actually quite strange riding this at 70% speed, because I'm used to going down here as a training run, and obviously your braking zones and everything is in a different position. It's really quite strange. But if I was to give this 100%, I wouldn't be able to talk, and I know how much you guys love hearing me talk. Another little cheeky uphill. Now, Susie started this trail 5 minutes before I did. So, will we catch her before the end? I think not. Skinny. Always drop the shoulder, especially for taller riders when you're coming up with trees. I'm always dropping the shoulder just to remove a bit of mass to save you hitting trees. stunning scenery as well. Absolutely beautiful. And it is a very windy day today. Apologies if that's coming through on the camera. Tight corner here. In the winter time, there's actually a river here. And jumping in. And that's the end of the trail. We now climb out here to the road, and then you can do a road section down towards the town of Orchetta, which is really, really good fun. I'm not going to film that today because otherwise this video would be very, very long. Number 9 on the top trails in Alicante is here. Look at the view of Benidorm, and now we're going to go down Super Enduro. This trail is definitely a top 10 contender. I'm putting it at number 9, and today I've got Geordie who's holding the camera. He's coming with me and we're going to do it together. I might chase him. Oh, let's go!
Bien, pásalo bien.
Okay, Geordie, let's go. Geordie doesn't want to lead, so I'm going to lead it. Such a good mountain. If you want to come here with the family, you can actually drive to the top of that one, and it overlooks Benidorm and everything, and then you can get onto this trail. So when I ride with Geordie, normally we end up crashing because we push each other quite hard. But we've both agreed today we're riding at 60%. Todo bien, Geordie? Ah, a little bit of uphill. And now we point south. Could do with a bit of a trim down here. Bit skinny there. This is quite a hard corner to navigate that. Get steep here. Have I still got Geordie with me? Yeah, Geordie's there! Come on, Geordie! God, the manoeuvrability of this Orbea rise is so good. Bien, Geordie? So good on these tight corners. That's where a bigger bike would really struggle. Jump. Hola, buenos días. Okay, fast section here into a double big gap. Oh, the bike loves it. At this point here, we're going to fast forward the video because there's a little bit of a pedal to get to section 2. Okay, here we go, section 2. That's a rough start. A very rough left-hand corner here. Big rocks, lots of speed, big gap here. My wife is texting me. See, that's the other joy of having a quad lock. It means that when the trail's smooth out, I can actually see messages whilst riding. I don't have to actually stop. Beautiful views along here. Okay, tech section. Oh, this bike is just so good at turning. Tight corner there. Back on the power. Dropping those shoulders to the trees. Now at this point here, you can continue the trail to the right into something we call Jurassic Park. Bien, Jordi?
Bien.
Ah, good riding. Why is he out of breath? I don't know. Is bien?
Bien.
Bien, we love that trail. So you can continue on to Jurassic Park, which was that right-hand turning, but we're actually going to climb up to the road here. I am going to drop the GPS coordinates into this video so you can see them all. Let's move on to trail number 8. We are back on Sierra Cortina with those beautiful views out to sea and Benidorm. It's a little bit breezy up here today, but this brings us on to the next run, which is called Chamo. We're going to do full Chamo. This is one of my favourite training runs, so I use this for a lot of sprint training as well because it's a flow trail, but it's also great for the whole family. So it's not super techy, there's nothing crazy dangerous in it. It's just a flow trail and it goes for nearly 5 kilometres, so it's amazing fun. Okay, we're going to go a little bit faster on this one today. I'm going to use it as a bit of a trading run as well. Strong headwind. Downshifting there to the tech section. Got big tyres on today. You can hear the stones flicking off of them into the frame. I nearly went off the edge there. That magic mirror on the front really had to do some work. on little jumps like that if you want to hit them. Hola, gracias. Gracias. Hola amigos, ¿todo bien?
Todo bien. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias, bien. Un poco más. Hasta luego. Lovely guys out here. That will certainly put a dent in the race time here. Wow, yeah. Hear my helmet hitting the trees. Downshift a load of gears. Out ravine. A couple of ravine drop-ins to go. How long have we got? Really take it easy over this drop here. Big shoot, sprint to the finish line. In at number 7 is the Scorpion, which is behind me here, hidden in these trees. The Scorpion is a fantastic run if you like getting beaten up. Yes, that's right. It's so rocky, it's so brutal, it's hard on the body. It's really hard to maintain speed because you want to keep that bike accelerating, and that's where it gets tricky. If you want a good training session, this is the one. I would say probably don't want to come down here unless you're an intermediate level rider, because it does get a bit physical. It's brutal. Good start, the line choice there. Quick. Might be on for a new record here. I already have the record, but I wouldn't mind extending it. bike is just so able to dance around. But those rocks want to stop us all the time. Bit fiddly through there. Big mistake. You can probably see I'm trying to jump quite a bit on this to avoid a lot of rocks. Oh, that's so tricky there. Lost a bit of time. We'll make it up. In terms of effort, I'm going as fast as I can. Mistake there. So that's section 1 done. Into section 2 now. So physical this track. No motor assistance because we're over 15 miles an hour all the way. Real techie through here. Slow the bike down. That's where a bigger travel bike might be better, but it seems to be handling it very nicely. Oh yes, that is a good run. I'm happy with that. That will count as my training session for the day. The bumps just make it so brutal, like it takes all the energy out of you, and where you have to keep, well, you want to keep speed, each bump is trying to slow you down, therefore you need to expend more energy trying to keep that momentum and speed going forward. Love it. Right, enough of me chatting, on to the next one. We're back on the Sierra Cortina ridgeline. We're actually heading southwest in this direction. This track is called Death Track 2. It would be a top 3 contender for me, but it's a bit of a pain to get to, and you should only be up here if you are a very experienced rider, because things get out of hand very quickly. There is a lot of exposure and it's very, very steep. The views are just stunning. You can see down towards Alicante there. You've got Benidorm again here and Calpe in the distance there, and obviously the mighty Puig Campana just behind us to the north side. Down we go. So we're setting off from the cross there. There's a lot of wind up here today. This bike is so good when you're on the pedals. You can put so much power into going forward. Elevation suddenly gets steep. Definitely don't want to be coming up here unless you're a very experienced rider. So easy to be accelerating too much. Okay, turning towards the north side. Camber is real, guys. You do not want to go off the edge here. Up and over this one. I love that rock. Okay, into the steeps. So, you've got to stay on the track. That is part of the law here. We're not going to be going off of it. Just let the bike do the work. These corners, you really do have to lift the back end out and sort of stoppie it round. This one you can sort of get away with pinching a little bit. There we go, some solid rock. That makes it a lot easier picking up the back end. Couple more of these. I hope on camera it's showing how steep this is. It probably isn't, because that's what GoPros do. Again, just stoppie it round, keep those feet on the pedals, making sure not to go off track. Right, into the traily part. Some very harsh bushes down here that like to cut your legs on the way through. Okay, into section 2. This bit gets a lot easier now. So as you can see in front of me, the trail goes round to the right hand side. It does go off camber a lot. Having nice big downhill sticky tyres, that really helps on this trail. Really have to work the bike. Sort of two options there. Definitely getting a bit of arm pump now. Big off camber. I actually unclip on the left there just to be safe. I don't want to fall down that ravine. So in terms of pace, just to give you an idea, compared to the sort of full-blown downhill training run down here, this is 50%, maybe 60% today. Like I say, the wind is very off-putting. And with a bit of talking on camera, it makes it a bit harder. Nice through here. Let the bike sort of slide, especially on the rear end. Another steep section. Now the trail can split here, but we're going to go on the one that I think's the best, which is down here. It doesn't help that I was in the gym this morning doing a lot of squats, so my legs are feeling it. Let's go. Oh, ran a little bit wide there. Hopefully that doesn't upset the lizard police. Thanks. Last corner. Just like that, we're down in one piece to some very nice new build houses. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for part 2 of my top 10 trails of Alicante, coming very soon.